Grade 4, Unit 1, Lesson 2, Factors and Multiples. The difference between yesterday and today is that we're adding in factors, which is something that was learned in 3rd grade, beginning of the year, and reinforced year long. As long as the teachers have used the word factor repeatedly, this won't be new learning. Same standard as yesterday, 4.0.4, find all factor pairs of a given number. This is different phrasing of the standard from the day before because they parse out multiples the day before and factors for this day. So find all factor pairs for a given number in a range of 0 to 100. Recognize that a whole number is a multiple. This is the part where we heard from yesterday. Is a multiple of each factor. Determine whether a given whole number in the range of 1 to 100 is a multiple of a given one-digit number. So we might say we have the number 5 is a factor. 5 times 1, another factor, gives us 5. 5 times 2, again, factor, gives us a multiple of 10. So this is the connected learning, and we're going to focus a lot on the factors leading to the product. This is for you to read. Factors are the numbers you multiply to get. Factors are the numbers you multiply together to get a product. It's a weird definition, but that's it. I can find factors of a given number. I can determine if a number is a factor of a given number. Here's that question similar to yesterday that's going to be very impactful. I can determine factors of a given number if a number of a factor of a given number by thinking what factors can I multiply together to get this product. This is your think about it question, the question that kids should be prompting each other with, the crux of your today, tomorrow, and everyday statement. Today, tomorrow, and every day. Today, tomorrow, and every day, I can identify a factor by thinking to myself, what factors can I multiply together to get to this given product? For you to read, top quality criteria for success. And then I didn't mention this yesterday, but exemplar student response. If you are expecting scholars to be able to get here, you have to build in the thinking and listening skills and the time throughout the I&M discussion and workshop for them to actually get here. And so this isn't just here for fun, it's here for you to read, evaluate, and improve upon. Great, next page. Same as yesterday. Here is this guy. We'll start with the exit ticket. Okay, well, here's the deal. We're missing big problem, we're missing tasks, we're missing strong representations with labels. Like, there are a plethora of things that we can improve upon. So while I will model the I&M, I want you thinking to yourself, how can my modeled I&M improve this? Factor visual anchor. Factors are numbers you multiply together to get a product. Think, what numbers can I multiply to get this product? What two factors can I multiply to get to this product is really the phrasing. What two factors? Because really that's where we're going with this. This is the toothpick analogy, so make sure that on this day you have I would really truly go with Q-tips because they're softer. And asking yourself, if I know that multiplication is equal groups, is 22 you'll see when we get to this problem. Okay. All right, so again, big plug. Please read through this, annotate it, make sense of it. The only way that you will get impact from the actual lesson materials that have been created by Network is to actually read and annotate them. And so if I know that my major key point is being able to determine factors, I know that the representation is going to be a huge thing. And so thinking triangles, equal groups of 3. What were you looking to see if we could find out? Groups of 3 toothpicks. This is a very powerful tool that I had not used when I was in the classroom, and it's actually using manipulatives correctly and then using multiplication facts. This should be at the top of your conferencing note tracker. So how did you solve? And then turn and talk. Some of you were able to get this answer before you knew toothpicks. How did you know this and what made sense that you could use it all? So this is the beginning of you landing the plane on factors. So them knowing their multiplication facts. And so this is actually stamping the keyword factors. Factors are numbers you multiply together. This is where I would label it with definition, and so on and so forth. My video tool is not meant to talk you through how you should read this. You should read it and you should annotate it. You get to consolidate the learning, probably most important thing you can land on. Your procedural and conceptual labs for the day, checks for understanding as you're working through workshop. Mid-workshop interruption, this should always be changed to match the data of your classroom. Discussion is the key component. Right before scholars get to the independent practice, you finish workshop and you have all scholars track you. This is where you either push the thinking or correct any misconceptions. Right. I don't have toothpicks. I do have Q-tips. I'm not going to waste them. Here's the deal. Arnold is playing a game with toothpicks. He wants to find all the different ways he can organize his toothpicks. He wants to use all 21 of his toothpicks, but doesn't know if he can. See if he can make triangles using one toothpick for each side, using exactly 21 toothpicks. I'm going to start with my annotations. Big question. Can he use all 21 to make triangles? Task 1. Rep all, I'll do TP for toothpicks, into triangles. And here's the thing, we're not gonna have kids say this, but check. I wanna make the connection between math and it's really tricky here, and we're gonna have to push that. So I'm not sure what I wanna write there right now, and I'm gonna think about it as I go along. My representation is toothpicks. I have 21 total. I need to make triangles. 1, 2, 3. 3 toothpicks. I'll do TP moving forward. 4, 5, 6. 3 toothpicks. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Label them all. Label them all. If I had a fast forwarding mechanism, I would get that on there. And I'm going to label this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 groups, or I might say 7 triangles with 3 toothpicks in each triangle, for a total of 21 total. And this is the connected understanding that 7 groups times 3, I can do toothpicks in each group, equals 21. Ooh, I was writing toothpicks. 21 total. And this is actually the understanding that 3 and 7 are factors, because when you multiply them together, they get the product. All right, so down here is where you show why a number is not a factor, making squares. I'm not going to go through the whole process again. You need to complete sentence answer. I need to put up here, I apologize. There, he can make triangles and use all 21 toothpicks. And I would keep going and writing. He can make 7 groups of 21. Down here is when you prove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You can only make, this is the crux of multiplication again, that's taught in 3rd grade. He can only make 5 equal groups with 1 group with 1 in it. This is not multiplication, because you can't do 5 times 4 to get 21. And that's what you want to prove. Is there 6? No, it doesn't make sense. So there's no multiplication sentence that gets you to 21 with groups of 4. This is the understanding, because where we want kids to get to is 21 is made up of 1 times 21, 2 times nothing, 3 times 7, 4 times nothing. And so this is the key understanding. This is the chart that we'll use. Achievement First likes to use factoring rainbows, because you're able to see 1 times 21 and 21 times 1. That's great. This is a more organized way, especially for kids that struggle with spatial understanding. But a factor, and again, it says it repeatedly throughout here, but your key takeaway for kids is today, tomorrow, and every day, I can identify if a number is a factor of a product by thinking can I multiply two factors together to get a product? Can I multiply this number times another whole number to get to the given product? 3 is a factor because 3 times 7 gives you 21. 4 is not a factor because 4 times nothing gets me to 21. Not the strongest. Like, it honestly, you don't have the space that you need to. And so this is up to you to go back in and make the changes you need to be able to reap the reward and reap the outcomes that you want. Great.